Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new series on the channel. Here today, we're going to be playing Football Manager 2019 as Arsenal. So first things up guys, I want to make a deal with you. If this video can hit 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. Now, I've got to say a huge thank you to the guys over at Sports Interactive for providing me with a free copy of Football Manager 2019 and making this series possible. So thank you so much to their social media manager as well, community manager, for hooking me up. So a huge thank you to the guys over at Sports Interactive and well, SEGA as well, by making this series possible. Rightio then guys, let's get stuck into the Arsenal career. Here today, we're going to be playing two matches. We're going to be playing a friendly in the pre-season, and then we're going to be playing the first match of the Premier League, which I've forgotten who it's against. It's against Crystal Palace. We've got a pretty decent run. So, we're going to be going through all the stuff here. We're going to be going through the squad, the tactics, the team report, dynamics. We're going to be going through my objectives of the season as well. So, first things up, we are playing on the beta version of Football Manager 2019, so there are a lot of things that are subject to change, so please do take that into consideration if things don't work here and there. I'm also using a old data pack of Football Manager, as the 2019 mods isn't out yet on Sorted Out, so you might see some of the old Arsenal kits, but as long as you got some of the player faces in and some of the badges, it should be fine. I also love this new purple and red UI. It sort of reminds me of the the old Arsenal away kit that they had a couple of seasons ago. That was maybe one of the reasons why I'm going to be playing as Arsenal. We'll do one season with Arsenal. Can't stress this enough. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more Football Manager on the channel. I will do a second season if you guys sort of support it. Let me know in the comments players you would like me to sign and suggestions. So, Simpzy has taken charge at Arsenal. The Australian, 18 caps for the Aussies and 4 goals. Welcome to the Gooners, Chips Keswick. Right, so we've got to attend our first meeting. So, we're talking to Stan Kroenke here. Great, let's get into the meeting. I'm okay, I'm familiar with the club before accepting. You have no follow. Oh, okay. So we're at a new time in Arsenal, a new era, and we pretty much can sort of do what we want, which is good. Yeah, I'm pretty much fine with that. It's tradition to hold a press conference as new manager. Alright, thank you for answering my questions. Cool. Stephen Bold, no thanks, I know where you are. Excellent. So that can be left at that. Okay, so here are our tactical instructions. We'll come back to this in a moment. So here are the new signings, the comings and goings at the club. Socrates has signed for us, of course, Lichtensteiner, Torreira, Guendouzi, Leno, Ospina's gone out on loan, Nelson, Chambers, Macy as well. I declined to meet the press. Here is our squad at the moment. Good facilities, good, everything is on point. So in today's episode, apart from those two matches I have mentioned, we're going to be going through all our stuff, our tactics, our transfers, and I'm also going to sort of talk about Football Manager a little bit more for some of the newcomers to the channel. I'm still going to be doing my FIFA 19 Real Madrid and Manchester United series, so this series won't affect the channel and upload schedule whatsoever. This will be an additional series. So Football Manager, for some of you who may or may not know, some of you are newcomers and stuff, you might not have seen Football Manager. It's a PC game and it is far superior than FIFA, in my opinion. I love Football Manager so much, but the only thing, if you are comparing it to FIFA, you can't actually play the matches. You are purely a manager. I love Football Manager. You can really go down the rabbit hole with it. You can really customize so many aspects of your managerial career, and I play it so much. I've done series on Football Manager 12, 17, there are on the channel, but it's been a while since I've done them on YouTube. I play a lot in my sort of private time. So we are playing as Arsenal. Here is the squad, of course. We have the dynamic system, which is the dressing room atmosphere. Like, comparing this to FIFA is crazy. So, we've got the hierarchy of the team. Of course, I'm at the top of the pyramid. Koscielny, Peter Cech, and Ozil have team leaders. They are up there, really, on their pyramid. Highly influential players as well. There are subgroups within the team that can sort of pull away and try and argue for certain things. Playing time and whatnot, and you really don't want to sort of cause like a civil war in the club. You're going to be spinning a lot of plates. So here is core social group, the secondary one. So they have their own sort of factions and happiness. Tactics as well. I guess we can get straight and right into tactics as well. So, I've made the decision to play a 4-4-2 narrow diamond Gegen press. In Football Manager 19, you can really customize your styles here. You can go with controlled possession, Gegen press, tiki-taka, vertical tiki-taka, wing, route 1. There's a lot of stuff there, park the bus and whatnot. Of my years playing Football Manager, there are 3 formations that really work well for just a broad spectrum of teams. I really love the 4-4-2, the classic Sir Alex Ferguson Premier League squad. It can fit for a lot of squads. It's quite good. I also like the Jurgen Klopp Gegen press 4. It's more of a 4-2-3-1. That's also quite good. And then I quite like a park the bus formation. 5 at the back. Jose Mourinho sort of call that back. And then the Conte one, the 3-4-3 works quite well. So I've made the decision to play a 4-4-2 narrow. Now I would have played a... what was the other option of our formation? I believe it was a 4-2-3-1. Now, the players we have functionally, it just didn't work out well. So this is the squad I think I'm going to be playing with for the majority of this season, and I'll give you my opinion on every single player as well. So we're going to be playing a front line 2 of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Lacazette up front, charging the line. We don't really have that many good inside forwards here that I like. I just think the team is better, quite narrow. Gegenpress as well. The Jurgen Klopp high-octane attack being very narrow, I think will work wonders in the Premier League. We've got Ozil at the cam as well, being the advanced playmaker. We have Ramsey just behind him in the the advanced playmaker position. We've got Guendouzi as a box-to-box midfielder. Look at this. He's currently worth 17 million pounds at 19 years of age. We have Lucas Torreira as our defensive midfielder. I would prefer like a proper defensive midfielder, kind of like your Eric Dyer, Wanyama. Maybe. I've just named 2 Tottenham players. Don't crucify me. We've got Hector Bellerin at right back. I've gone with Mustafi and Socrates, Kolasinac and Leno in goal. So we'll talk about what we've got to work with, and I'll also go through sort of the squad depth. So the players I have chosen for my starting 6 on the subs: Peter Cech, backup goalkeeper. He's going to be playing in most of our cup runs, EFL, Capital One, maybe in a Europa League tie here and there. The thing is, we could try and move him out because he's on quite a large contract. However, it could cause a split in the social hierarchy of Arsenal, and it could be a little bit iffy. So, these players are going to be in my starting 11. I will try and rotate them here and there. So, strikers-wise, at our disposal, the only other striker we have is Danny Welbeck. He is our 3rd striker. I'm going to be rotating him heavily this season. 27 years of age, 18 million pounds. He is injury-prone, but he will be our 3rd choice striker, coming fresh off the bench this season. Mkhitaryan. I love Mkhitaryan in real life. As a Manchester United supporter myself, I was kind of sad that he went, but just sort of the dream didn't happen at Old Trafford. So he can play on the right-hand side more. I'm probably going to play him through more the centre, coming on for Ozil. He could arguably be the driving force there, but I'm going to start Ozil for the time being. Xhaka. Now let's talk about Xhaka. I am interested in offers for him. If we get like an insane 60 million pounds, probably, I'd probably listen to that. Valuation, 25 years of age, worth 26 million pounds. The thing is with Xhaka, Granit Xhaka, you either get two Granite Xhakas in Football Manager. You either get this absolute barreling beast who shoots long shots through everywhere, or he very much reflects his real life form. You just don't know where he plays exactly, and he's like a magnet of red cards. So if we get a massive offer for him, yes, but I do have some hope of maybe keeping him. Liechtensteiner as well. Perfect right back replacement for Bellerin if he gets knackered and can play in rotating teams here and there. Rob Holding as well. He's going to be one of our centre backs. And then we have, so that's our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Iwobi, we're going to keep in the squad just in case an injury pops up. I don't think we're going to be playing him too much this season, and I don't feel like I want to loan him out. But you never know with injuries. He's like a perfect sort of squad player. Mohamed El Neni as well. Very good player. Deep lying midfielder. £24 million. 25 years of age. He's a very good midfielder, so we're going to be keeping him. I've made the decision to sell Nacho Monreal. I feel like we can get a better quality left back. He's 32 years of age now at a £15 million valuation. I think we can get a decent amount of money for him. Smith here, 17 years of age. We're going to try and loan him out. Milton Niles as well. I'm going to try and loan him out as well. 20 years of age. Koscielny is our only player that is currently injured. He's out for 6 to 7 months. So that's quite significant. Ospina, Chambers, and Nelson are currently out on loan. So here's the team report. Here are our strengths, and here are some of our weaknesses. Lacks quality depth on the left wing. Could do more depth up front. I'm just sort of reading. This isn't the best squad in terms of finishing. I don't know about that. Aubameyang and Lacazette up front. Come off it, mate. Our scouting, our training as well. Here is our medical center. So you can really go down the rabbit hole with Football Manager. Like, you can really customize so much of your team. You can really be the Football Manager, unlike in FIFA, where it's so streamlined. And Football Manager is just far superior, and I definitely prefer it from time to time. So let's go on competitions as well. The main objective for this first season is to win a piece of silverware. I'm not too fussed what it is, but as long as I win a piece of silverware, I will be happy. If I don't, I will count this first season as a failure. So let's talk about the English Premier League. They want me to qualify the board for the Europa League. We have Europa League this season. Look, if we can make Champions League in the Premier League, I'll be happy. But I'm gonna try go for the Premier League. Like, I've got to do it. The Europa League as well, that's going to be massive for us and really sort of drag us down. If we could go for it's easier said than done, winning the Europa League. But a European Cup would be massive. They want me to reach the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Definitely doable. Either the Carabao or one of them. Carabao, not important, but it's still a while before we have our matches by the look of it. Scouting. Looks like our scouts have come back to Willian. And transfers. We're going to transfers in a bit. I haven't signed anyone just yet. But please do take into consideration as well. Football Manager. It is so hard to sign players, even with a big club sometimes. It's really good. I love how realistic it is. So if you want to see a realistic, challenging football series, stay tuned for this Arsenal series. Stay tuned for Football Manager series. So, yeah, because it's definitely going to be... if you want to sign... For example, if you want to sign Anthony Martial, he's happy at Manchester United. Perfect fit for Arsenal. He's worth £25 million, say. You're going to be playing up to nearly 4 times as much if you want to try and sign him. You have to sign players that are on the transfer list because you can really get those negotiations wrapped up. Or you can buy one player who's worth 4 times the price. Here's the club as well. Last year we finished in 6th, if we can improve upon that. Lauren Koscielny is the captain. We might need to change that as he's injured. Vice captain is Peter Cech. Key player Lauren Koscielny. We've got the old kits here. But within, I don't know, whenever the new database comes out, I'll upload it and download it. I use Sort It Out for my mods. Right, we currently have £58.7 million in the bank. We've got a lot of affiliate clubs as well. We have Bochum, Boreham Wood, I guess it's in England. Colorado in the United States. We got one in Vietnam and Egypt as well. Finances, we're quite good here. Our under 21s. I probably should sort through this. Maybe we can bring some of these guys up or maybe sell them. Like Carl Jenkinson, 26, 6 mil. We probably could move him on now, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and move Carl Jenkinson on. Because there might be a couple of players here and that. But that's basically the team. That's the squad. I want to go through squad depth at the moment. So, strikers-wise, we could bring in another striker if we want to. Attacking midfield-wise, I'm quite happy with. Midfielders, we probably could bring in a better quality player over the likes of Xhaka or a Mohamed El Neni. And maybe like a proper defensive midfielder. Right backs wise, I'm really happy with. Left back wise, we probably could bring in a solid left back. But it's really going to... It's really up to the market and how that's going to dictate, to be honest. So we'll quickly go and have a look at scouting. We'll go through player search, and we've already sorted by transfer listed now. So these are the players that have been transfer listed by their respective clubs, and we're going to be able to snap them up for under their evaluation. For example, we're sorting by value here. Victor Moses is on the transfer list. Now, that's a very interesting player. 27 years of age, £25 million. Would be a very, very good career football manager player to pick up. The thing is, I've already got Lichtsteiner. I've already got the likes of Moses as well. However, if he wasn't on the transfer list, he'd probably cost me nearly £50 million. Maybe like 45 if he wants to try and pick him up. So there's a couple of good bargains here. Maybe Rafinha, 25, £15 million is his valuation. Another attacking midfielder there. He could work really quite well. And there's a couple here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through some transfer negotiations as they do take a while. We'll play a fixture. I'll show full highlights of a match. We'll play a match, and then we'll have the first match of the season against Crystal Palace. I'll see you guys in a sec once we get to our last sort of friendly and our first match of the season. Okay, guys. How you doing? Welcome to the first match of the Premier League. Against Crystal Palace, we have our first match of the season. The August transfer window has slammed shut. I've played for around about an hour doing transfer negotiations. Not the most... Look, transfer negotiations are fun in some aspects, but to watch they're a little bit tedious. I might as well just quickly recap who I've signed and get stuck right into the season. So it's the 12th of August 2018. Transfers have come and gone. And after I go through the squad depth and the players I've brought in, our injuries, here we have a couple. Lichtsteiner, I've unregistered him. You'll find out why. And I've also, unfortunately, Leno has a injury, so that's not good. So we're going to be playing against Crystal Palace in a moment. So, tactics-wise, we are really good with the 4-4-2 narrow diamond now. Gegen pressing, we're very familiar with it. I do have a couple other formations. The other one is a vertical tiki-taka as a backup, and I've also got a Jose Mourinho park the bus. So this is the squad I'm going to be playing with this season. Aubameyang, Lacazette up front with the two-man strike force. Ozil at the cam, Ramsey, Guendouzi, Torreira, Kolasinac, Socrates, Mustafi, Hector Bellerin, and Leno. I'm going to quickly go down now to my budget. I'll go through exactly. We have £40 million still in the bank, so we spent roughly around about £50 million. I would say, so we've still got a decent amount. We can still bring players in January. Now, I wish I could have shown you, is there somewhere to see some of the negotiations that failed? No. So I tried to go for some of the historical, sort of common Arsenal targets like your Rabiot, your Tolisso, your sort of French players here. Your Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial's worth £25 million. United wanted like 100,000 for him. Like, some of the evaluations of these players are just ridiculous. The only way to really sign players in Football Manager is, especially when you play against top teams, is to go through the transfer list and sort by. I could have signed Marouane Fellaini, but he's evaluated at £30 million, which I love him as a career player. I think in the midfield for Arsenal, he'd be awesome for us. Anything less than 20 million, I would say. So there's still a couple of players here players will get disgruntled in October and December, so we might be able to pick up some more. So let me know in the comments players you'd like me to sign, but it's really going to be dictated by that. So let's go through our transfer history. Let's go through the players that I've signed for the Football Manager 2019 Arsenal career. Okay, first up, we managed to sign Victor Moses. He is now worth a whopping £33.5 million at 27 years of age. We picked him up on a transfer fee of 28.5. He will be sort of my second choice right back, just in case Hector Bellerin gets injured. He's going to be playing a lot in the Europa League this season and in the Cup runs, and I have unregistered Lichtsteiner. So he can get more of a sort of more of a role into the squad. A very, very good player under Conte's Chelsea. He's won the FA Cup. He has won the Premier League. He's Premier League proven. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Stoke, West Ham, and Chelsea. Still got probably 3-4 years under his belt, and is a very good, versatile player, especially this season more than anything. I've been more concerned about injuries as we are Arsenal, and just with the amount of games with the Europa League, you've got to be so careful with it. Second player, sorting by highest now, we've managed to sign Rafinha, the 25-year-old Brazilian, for a bargain here, £14.5 million. His evaluation is now at a whopping 30. Now, I don't know if this is exactly... Rafinha is Thiago Alcantara's. It's either his brother or his cousin. They are very closely related. It might actually say here somewhere. Matter of fact, sometimes they do. Sometimes they actually tell you about a sister. I'll try and find it. Hang on. No, I can't really find it, but he's really closely related to Thiago Alcantara. Obviously declared for Spain. So hopefully he can be one day like his relative, I guess. Attacking midfielder, very good player. I want to play him a little bit more centrally, more than I like. The former Barcelona man, Inter Milan, very, very good. Moving down to some of the free agents that we managed to snatch up. We're playing a two-man strike force up front, and I wanted to bring in some more strikers. So I've made the decision to bring in Dimitar Berbatov. I don't plan... Look, I sort of bought in two strikers. He's probably the lowest down the pecking order. He might get a couple of cup runs here and there. But for 13k a week, an absolute bargain for a sort of a backup striker. The former Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur man, Dimitar Berbatov, with a whopping 508 career matches and 215 career goals. Look at this first touch. There's still a lot of good stats. The thing is with Football Manager, it doesn't really matter upon their age. As long as they're still hitting that 7.5, they can still remain quite competitive. However, 37 years of age is definitely sort of down the lower end of the spectrum. We also managed to sign Tremoulinas, I think that's how you say it, the 32-year-old Frenchman, for free, evaluated at £5 million. He played for 165 games for Bordeaux, played at Sevilla, Dynamo Kiev. I basically brought him as a replacement to Nacho Monreal, as we sold him for a whopping £13 million. We made a huge profit. The thing is, right, there's really not much of a difference between the pair, really, because they're so far down the pecking order. I also brought in Bafatimi Martinez, 33 years of age, the former Seattle Sounders, Inter Milan, Newcastle United striker. He's going to be playing probably that third striker position. He's actually more suited as a striker instead of Danny Welbeck, which is really interesting. So I brought Martinez for free. Look at these evaluations. Like, he can still make some pretty decent money. I managed to sign Diego Poet as well, 23 years of age, adding to that Uruguayan strength in the squad. £2.6 million. He played 3 games for West Ham, 26 games for Charlton here. So a pretty decent career player. Potential quite good as well. But that's pretty much it. Here is our squad depth now. As you can see, quite good. I'm going to look at my bench as well. So we've got Peter Cech on there. I might actually have to rotate him with Leno because Leno's a little bit injured for this upcoming match. However, we have had a pretty good pre-season with Leno in goal. So on the bench we have Martinez, Mkhitaryan, Rafinha, Moses, Holding, Welbeck. Berbatov will be playing Cups. I'll try and rotate Iwobi where we can. If there's injury, Xhaka is here. Milton Niles as well, rotation. Koscielny is still currently out with an injury. I'll bring in Lichtsteiner if I need to, but we've already got a lot of quality centre-backs here. Elneny, Poet as well. So I might quickly go back to the squad depth. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at this. So I feel like I'm pretty competent enough now to really get stuck into this match against Crystal Palace. I'll quickly recap my pre-season. I said at the start of the video that I was going to actually play a pre-season match, but sort of the way we sort of steamrolled and how we went, there was not really a need to show you guys extended highlights. I'd rather get stuck into Crystal Palace and give some live reactions with you guys. So we managed to win 2-0 first up, then 4-1 over Houston, 4-1 over San Jose, 2-1 over Columbus, 6-0 over Ayr United in Scotland. Lacazette picking up 3 goals, and we managed to beat PSG, Paris Saint-Germain 4-0 here with a very strong squad with Buffon in goal. We did have a upset of a 2-0 defeat to Lazio, but then we managed to finish off the pre-season strong against Orlando City against Kaká 4-0. Okay guys, how you doing? Welcome to the first match of our Premier League campaign against Crystal Palace. Here today, we're going to be going away to Selhurst Park. It's going to be a huge match down in London. Leicester have drawn against Cardiff. We had a bit of a problem with the kits, so I've had to actually go and update them. They're not there. Well, we had last year's updated. Now we had the 2 years ago. Now we've got last year's kit. So welcome to the first match of the Premier League. We are facing Crystal Palace. They have Benteke up front, Zaha on the left, Townsend, Maya, McTominay, Mihailovic, Van Aanholt, Scott Dan, Tompkins, Ward, and a very good Football Manager squad, if I do say so myself. That front four is venomous. Benteke, Zaha, Townsend, Maya charging through the middle. I definitely think we can expose Scott McTominay, the youngster on loan from Manchester United, and Mihailovic as well. Van Aanholt, maybe if he overexposes himself. So we're playing our 4-3-3. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil up front. Torreira, Guendouzi, Ramsey in the midfield. Kolasinac, and of course our defence. Townsend charging forward for the first match of the Premier League. Bellerin coming forward on their right hand side. Does one. Finds Ozil in the centre. Ozil making an amazing amount of space. Gets the shot just off target. Kolasinac. Yeah, it's a penalty. Come on. A tackle in the box made a little bit controversial, if I do say so myself. However, 5 minutes in, we have had 3 shots and 1 on target, drawing 2 fouls. Crystal Palace have Townsend, whips it into the box, and it goes well over the bar from Christian Benteke. No chance. Unfortunately, Leno is not playing in this match. Mustafi, Socrates, and Kolasinac on the team as well. Townsend, cut this out. Cut it out. Maya. Oh my god, what? He goes flying into the bin there. Townsend from the corner kick. Crystal Palace determined to get on the score sheet, but it's another valiant defensive piece from Arsenal. I definitely think we can win our first couple of matches. We've got Huddersfield. Oh no! Come on, man! It's like the guys down at Sports Interactive were hearing me. God damn you, Mike. As I was saying, I thought we had a nice sort of string of fixtures. Crystal Palace, Huddersfield, Everton, Cardiff are definitely all winnable to start our series off with some wins. And then we'll face Manchester United later in today's episode with full extended highlights. But no, Peter Cech, who hasn't played much in the pre-season, I gave a lot of it to Leno, obviously with his bit of a niggle, bit of an injury. We'll see how we go. Scott Dan starts it off. Finds Zaha, he gets massively dispossessed. It's going to be a counter-attack. Go, 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 Gadget. Let's get this high-octane attack on. Let's pump the acceleration. And it's Lacazette. Andre Lacazette makes it 1-0. Just before the 30th minute, Andre Lacazette manages to charge forward here. Excellent stuff. Rises to the occasion. It's 1-1 away down at Crystal Palace. And look, I would be upset with the draw because we have the quality of men to pull us over the line, but we can definitely come back for this. Aubameyang's on a 6.6. That's not good. Mustafi's on a 6.5. Socrates has a yellow card. Come on, yes! Aaron Ramsey charges forward there. It's 2-1. In the 68th minute from the corner kick, Torreira whips it into the box. Ozil takes the touch, gets dispossessed, and Ramsey, the Welshman, the captain at Arsenal now, with Koscielny out of his injury, Ramsey has taken the captain's armband. Oh my god, Lacazette nearly rose to the occasion there. It's going to be interesting to see where Ramsey ends up within the following year, as he is on his contract is expiring at the Gooners. Rumours have been swelling that he could join another Premier League club, but Aubameyang out of nowhere just before half-time. What a huge morale boost for the Gunners. It's 3-1. We started off this match incredibly poorly and invited pressure on ourselves, but it's great to see 3 goals. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from the corner kick. We've created 2 goals from set play relatively. That's good. That's fantastic. Van Aanholt bombs it to, oh my god, direct to Benteke, but it's okay. 3-1 is the scoreline. We'll give it 55, 60 minutes. A little bit just after half-time before we make some substitutions, but half-time has been officially called, and Arsenal have the kickoff. Lacazette collects. Finds Bellerin on the left. Puts it into the box. Tompkins saves. And it's a Townsend clearance. 3-1 away at Selhurst Park. And we're absolutely dominating Crystal Palace here. Another counter-attack. Go on. Let's do the Gegenpress. It's a poor ball in straight at Scott Dan. And Crystal Palace mount another attack. Townsend with a massive interception. And the shot goes massively wide there. That was bonkers. Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Aaron Ramsey getting up on the score sheet. Guendouzi with a 6.7. Not good. I don't know if he's the man to sort of lead our campaign. At the end of the day, you can't win a piece of silverware with a teenager in the midfield. It's very, very unorthodox. And it's kind of, you can't put everything on a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's time to make some substitutions here now, just before the 56th minute. We've got a couple of options here. Socrates has a yellow card, of course. We could bring on Martins for our strike partnership, potentially. We have Mkhitaryan, Rafinha, of course, Victor Moses, and Rob Holding as well. So we're going to be bringing on Victor Moses as our right back to replace Hector Bellerin. I'm going to have to put him into an advanced wing back position to get the optimal performance out of him. He's going to be just behind Rafinha. So we're playing a lopsided, unorthodox 3 at the back, essentially. I'm going to be bringing on Rafinha as well. And seeing Aubameyang, Lacazette have both picked up goals, maybe I'm better off to bring Mkhitaryan on for Ozil. Let's have a look at that. Should he stay as a playmaker, though? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We'll bring on Mkhitaryan, Rafinha, and Victor Moses. A very attacking rotation. I'm not going to be bringing on Martins, Holding, or Welbeck, as Lacazette and Aubameyang have both picked up 1 goal each. 3-1 is the scoreline. Can we increase the lead? Rafinha on his debut gets dispossessed by Jordan Ayew. Charging forward. The slide tackle comes in. Jordan Ayew finds Benteke. No. 3-2 is the scoreline now. Can Crystal Palace claw back? A poor tackle there. Ayew finds Benteke right on the deck. And Peter Cech has conceded 2 goals on the starting campaign of the season. Tompkins pushing forward here. Van Aanholt Going straight to the hands of Peter Cech. Let's try and build something out from the back. Mustafi along the deck finds Moses. Beats one, beats two. Aubameyang turns his man. But it wasn't to be. Crystal Palace now trying to build something. Benteke gets the ball. No, close this out. Ayew manages to drag it well wide. Thankfully, it should be 3-3. It's really back and forth. 18 shots. Looking at those stats, maybe not. Our shots on target are better though. Oh, what a ball in. Rafinha collects. Look at Mkhitaryan. He's got so much pace there, but he's picked up a penalty. Mkhitaryan charging forward there, fresh off the bench. And Lacazette converts the penalty. Oh, the next Thierry Henry. Lacazette buries it into the bottom left here. It's 4-2 away at Selhurst Park. We have been able to concede a couple of goals here today, 2. But we have managed to put 4 on the score sheet. 6 goals have been scored here today, so definitely not boring for the neutral perspective. Alrighty, Lacazette with 2 goals of the season. Him and Aubameyang up front are going to have an amazing strike partnership. Scott McTom has picked up a yellow card. 4-2 away against Crystal Palace. Can we get one more late one? Oh, imagine if Ozil just barreled that one in. Moses charging forward, but that's it. She's all over, Red Rover. The full-time whistle has blown, and the first match of the Premier League ends in a 4-2 drumming, a hammering, as the press officer says, against Crystal Palace here today. Okay, guys, how you doing? Welcome to the match against Manchester United in the Premier League. We've skipped a little bit ahead, and I'll show you the matches we've played off camera. So after our 4-2 drumming of Crystal Palace, we managed to just narrowly lose against Everton. It was 2-2 for a lot of the match. Then Tucson in the 90th minute managed to pick up a goal. We managed to go and beat Huddersfield 3-2. And then we convincingly beat Cardiff 4-0. Here today, we have a match against Manchester United. We're currently sitting in 5th in the Premier League. Manchester United are in 3rd. There's only a 2-point difference between 5th and 1st. Here is our Europa League group as well. Malmo, Braga and Aberdeen. And I'm going to be showing you the stats for Arsenal as well. We are currently the highest goal-scoring squad in the Premier League, which is fantastic. However, we've got some injuries. Mkhitaryan's picked up one. Only for a couple of weeks, nothing really to worry about. We're going to be bringing on Mohamed El Neni to replace him, as Xhaka is a little bit exhausted. So welcome to Old Trafford. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams. We're facing Jose Mourinho's Manchester United. They've signed a defensive midfielder finally. Cam Acho, Spaniard from Wolfsburg, never seen him before. Interesting, they're playing Anthony Martial up top, Juan Mata on the right, Sanchez on the left. David De Gea in goal, Valencia, Smalling, Lindelof and Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Grant, Darmian. No Pogba on the bench, no Herrera. They signed Silva. They got Rashford on there as well. So not the strongest Manchester United squad, but still rather a formidable one nonetheless. 13 minutes have been played. Manchester United are going to be one of our huge rivals for the Premier League this season. And we've got to pick up points against them here today. A away draw at Old Trafford I'll be sort of happy with. But by the look of it, Kolasinac has a yellow. Lacazette rose to the header, but couldn't convert it. Bellerin from the throw-in. We've had a couple of chances early on here. Bellerin, Lacazette, and it's been cut out. Anthony Martial charging forward. Looks a little bit like Diego Maradona there. But Kolasinac, no. Don't do it. A yellow card. Oh, no. Kolasinac has picked up a second yellow card. It's a red card away. We've gone all the way to the red side of Manchester. Within 20 minutes, Kolasinac manages to pick up a red card. Oh my days. If we can come back and somehow win this or put in a good performance, I'll be blown away. We're one player down. We're at a massive disadvantage. It's going to be tough. So, what are we best to do? So, Moses isn't really fit for that. I think I'm going to have to do what I... probably better off doing. Right, so we're better off bringing on Holding and moving him to the centre-back position. Okay. We'll leave it at that. And we'll see how we go with one player down. As long as we don't get humiliated now, that we are one player weak, I'll be more than happy. 30 minutes have been played, and Manchester United still haven't put their stamp and authority on the match. Ozil, Ozil, just before the 36th minute, scores his third goal of the Premier League. Ozil, the man, the myth, the legend, the German giant, hammers it past Manchester United. It might have got a deflection off the wall, but Ozil starts off the scoring with a free kick in a dangerous area. And would you believe it? It looks like we're going to keep Manchester United to a 1-0 defeat just before half time. Holy crap! We're one player down and we are on the ascendancy. 4 shots to their 3. And we've got more shots on target as well, and more corners. Will Arsenal be able to pick up an away win here today, or will Jose Mourinho's men stamp out the rot that has been on set, I guess? Okay, Marcus Rashford's come fresh off the bench now. Smalling headers it way over the bar, and it's 1-0. Another 10 minutes have been played. Kolasinac off. Ramsey looks exhausted. We're going to have to keep an eye out for that. Guendouzi, he's alright, but we're going to need to do some substitutions here now. Aaron Ramsey is exhausted on a 7.3 with nearly 60 minutes played. So we're going to bring on Mohamed El Neni and Rafinha to replace them. I would like to rotate with Ozil. I can't bring Mickey on. He's injured, isn't he? That'd be ideal. So we're going to be bringing on Mohamed El Neni along with Rafinha to try and... If we can pick up another goal, that'd be amazing. And just try and hold on for this leaf. Silva's come fresh off the bench for Fred. Okay. 1-0 up is the scoreline. 70 minutes. If we can hold Manchester United off with a red card and a bloody 1-0 win, that'd be... Oh no! It's goal line technology. No! I would nearly give that. Is it on or over the line? I guess, does the full ball have to be over? I don't know the exact specifications. Sometimes those can be given, but it's been not given with the VAR replay. Mustafi. Sanchez. Manchester on the attack. That's a great tackle there. But essentially we're playing 3 centre-backs. But even with that, Marcus Rashford, fresh off the bench, makes it 1-1 in the 73rd. It took Manchester United 70 minutes to smash my clean sheet. But you've got to give it to them. They did all right there. Rashford hammers it past Leno there in goal. Damn, man. Rob Holding's on a yellow now. 1-1. Look, I'm going to keep up the high octane, the gegenpress. We've picked up another yellow with my other centre-back here. Man, 3 of my defenders have yellows. It's just absolutely bonkers. But in saying that, if we can pull a 1-1 draw against a team that we were 1-0 down... Mohamed El Neni! Out of nowhere! Mohamed El Neni from midfield makes it 2-1. And if we just snuck through here in the death, Rafinha puts it on a plate for Mohamed El Neni, buries it past David De Gea, and we're 2-1 up with a player down. Manchester United have splashed the cash on a £30 million, no way, defensive midfielder. No. Oh my days. 2 red cards. Manchester United, if they don't win this, have had an absolute stinker. All of Jose Mourinho's luck has just hit a brick wall. 2-1 is the scoreline. 2 red cards for Arsenal. We're playing with 9 players. Mohamed El Neni, track back. Just throw yourself into that left back position. Come on, we've probably got 7 max minutes. We got 4. Okay, right. Oh my god, just hold on. Hold on, lads. We're about to have a massive upset. Leno plays it out to Bellerin, who bombs it forward. That's a poor ball, but we've managed to somehow get it back. We can't make it 3. We nearly do there. Dave's going to try and bring this one out from the Manchester United back. Valencia. Rashford. Sure, and this is where United score, but it's okay. But that's it. The full-time whistle has blown. She's all over Red Rover. We have claimed a bonkers, and I mean bonkers fixture here today. Arsenal have won 2-1 away against Manchester United with 9 men. 2 red cards. They have had an absolute stinker here today. It's unbelievable. But unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to end the video here. Thanks for watching. We've got the first match of the Europa League coming up soon against Braga. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below players you would like me to sign. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just going looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Royce